I'm honored to witness the continuation of the mission entrusted by Christ to his apostles to be exercised in the church until the end of time, manifested today in your ordination. These are not current. We'll try something else. Dave and I met at Notre Dame as freshmen when we moved into Dillon Hall. Since then, we have lived together and traveled together and spent countless hours talking about life, love, and I promise you, every single facet of Notre Dame football. Since that time, I've been so honored to have Dave as a friend. He is kind, intelligent, wise, and I think some would agree with me, has the best personality of anyone that I know. The best thing about Dave, I think, is that in the same way that he always pushes himself to be better, he challenges the people around him to do the same. And I think as I've gotten to know Carrie in the last few months, I've seen that he's perhaps met his match in this area. To illustrate, about this time last year, I was in a car with Dave driving through Chicago, and he was on the phone with Carrie, telling her about a conversation he had had with his supervisor at Google. And the conversation had something to do with Dave changing up his work schedule in order to spend more time in Boston. And I guess as men tend to do with their significant others, he was painting with a rather broad brush. He was speaking very generally. And Carrie just made my day when I could hear her respond to Dave. She said, "Now, did you articulate it the way we discussed?" And I knew that, oh, this is exactly what Dave needs. So, Dave and Carrie are good people with extraordinary talents. And the remarkable things that they do will come as a surprise to no one here. But when I think about the things that they'll do, I also think about another husband and wife that took in a young Thomas Merton and cared for him. And later in life, Thomas wrote about them. And he said that they were saints in that most telling and effective way, sanctified by leading ordinary lives in a completely supernatural manner, sanctified by obscurity, by usual skills, common tasks, by routine. Well, obscurity and usual, common and routine, these aren't words that will ever be used to describe Dave and Carrie. But I do believe that love requires a devotion to a certain number of inglorious things. Dave knows better than anyone here that I get some kicks out of, or get some laughs out of making hyperbolic jokes about married life. And it's probably at this point a bit of a Catholic cliche to say that marriage requires some sacrifice. But really the only thing that I have to say here is that I think you'll find that the things that you do for your spouse, whether they're enjoyable or not, at the end of the day will always be a pleasure. And that it'll never be a loss for one, but always a gain for both. So as you sit there today, I'm so happy for you. You're there happy as cardinals in a conclave. And you don't even know how good it's going to get. But before I ask you to raise your glasses, I want to say a thank you to Dave for all the joy he's brought to my life, a little token of my appreciation. No one ever made me feel like someone till him. The glum one till him. My existence bordered on the tragic. Always timid, never took a chance. Then I felt his magic. I was always frightened, fraught with worry, till him. I was going nowhere in a hurry, till him. He filled up my empty life, filled it to the brim. There will never ever be another one like him.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, Kevin Coffey.